to you guys, what is regenerative farming? What does it actually mean to you here on this farm that we're standing on?
Okay, I'll let Andy talk about the practical side, but I just want to sort of, go back 10 years ago when we came across holistic management via the Savory Institute while I was researching adding value to wool. So when I came back to the UK, I contacted 3LM, which is the UK hub for Savory Institute. Andy and myself, we trained in holistic management back in 2017.
And holistic management, just unpick that for me quickly,
Okay.
what that means.
Right, so what we would just say we do is every single decision that we make as a farmer, whether that's social, environmental, economic, perhaps even political,
Yeah.
it makes a difference to our sort of mindset and the outcome and what actually happens on the land. Okay. So we can talk more about that. Yep. But sort of 5 years ago, in 2020, we started doing ecological outcome verification
with 3LM,
with 3LM
who are linked to the Savory Institute.
Yeah. That's it. So we then monitor every single piece of land that our sheep graze on and our cattle, and we look at
how do you just talk me through how you measure?
So measure mineral cycle, water cycle, community dynamics, and energy flow. We can unpick those, but this just gives us an index score, and every year, as long as we're improving those, we can actually say we are verified to be regenerating the landscape that we're running our sheep flock over.
And take that down to a base level. It's literally just picking up the soil and then measuring. And how do you measure the?
We start off by just looking at what we got there. It's very short, very wet. We've gone through a little bit of a wet season, but you can feel there's no bounce in the soil.
Yeah.
So the soil's missing a bit of structure. This is a fresh field that we're bringing in to our regenerative project. We've got fields that have been in it now for 10 years. So this is a new field coming in. What we're going to look to do is increase the porosity of the soil so it actually holds more water. That is achieved quite easily by letting the grasses grow longer.
Okay.
Mob grazing with sheep, so you keep them in a confined area for a short time. They stand on grass, they eat grass, and then you move them on. By incorporating that forage into the soil, you increase the community dynamics of bugs, worms, moles that are in the soil.
Biodiversity increases.
Yeah. And then you increase the humus level in that soil, and it becomes more active and will grow more grass. And allowing species to exhibit themselves in the long term. There will be a huge amount of seed in that soil, which if given time will come back into the natural growth of what's going on in that pasture. Where a lot of farmers are under pressure is time.
Yeah.
It's taking a step back and allowing that time for nature to show itself. And that's where, as a lot of farmers and a lot of humans, we're not ready to give time. We've forgotten that we are actually part of nature. Given that time, we will increase the productivity of that soil. We will grow a more diverse pasture that will encourage a diversity of fauna and flora. Wildlife will move in. So we're not only farming better, we're farming better for nature as well.
Yeah.
And through having that diversity of what's growing out of the soil, our sheep, cattle, other stock will be healthier. They'll grow a better product, so their meat will also have better nutrient density and be healthier for us when we consume it.